Okay, so here we are at the world headquarters of Glaser Instruments with Joe Glaser, the man himself, who has the answers to all of our guitar questions, and I'm about to get a little bit educated here myself. I've been bringing my guitar to Joe for a million years, and so is my husband Bobby, and so is everybody else. I know, and I send all my students to Joe because I know that he and his people here will take good care no matter what you need on your guitar. What's your advice for kind of new guitar players about what they need to do to take care of their guitar? Like, what should they do or not do?
Well, so let's start with the guitar itself, okay? Any guitar that's playable is good enough. And people go shopping for anything, computer, a car, or whatever, and they start to think that they want to buy something, and then they want the next thing a little fancier. That really has nothing to do with anything. And if we look back, I always tell people this, if we look back in 100 years at the great music that's still memorable, very little of it will have been made on expensive guitars. What that means is that for people that have 30 or 40 instruments, there's one thing they pick up in the middle of the night when they need to sit there and play a song. And that's what you want to buy as soon as possible. And usually those are humble guitars.
I love that, a humble guitar. I love that because I'm not a guitar snob either, and I try and reassure my students about that. In fact, when I first get a student, and here she comes to the first lesson, I play their guitar, and there's only one thing that I care about, and that is that it be playable, essentially in the left hand, that they be able to press the strings down. And anything else after that, we'll worry about another time.
It sounds pretty relative. You know, Johnny Cash put a piece of paper in his strings and played his guitar to sound like a drum, kind of. And so there's no real standard for what sounds good. Some people like something bright, dark, loud, soft. It doesn't matter at all.
So it's just entirely up to the personal taste of the player. Okay.
And for my tastes, a simple, size manageable guitar that sounds good and that makes you happy when you look at it, happy when you pick it up, is what matters.